segment of Do You Know? And today we would like to know if you know Valerie Gross, the CEO of Howard County Library. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks, Dennis. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Our first question, who are your favorite writers?
Oh, I have a number of favorite writers. I like Ray Bradbury. I like George Orwell. I love Truman Capote. Truman Capote says he throws words up in the air and they just fall down, and that certainly is the case. With regard to other authors that I would read absolutely anything they write, Jodi Picoult is probably top on my list. I'd read anything she writes. She writes about things, it's just an education every time I read one of her books. I learn about the Amish, I learn about suicide, I learn about teen issues, and so I really appreciate her. Other authors that we've had here at Howard County Library I enjoy too, Eleanor Lippman and Elizabeth Berg. I enjoy their books.
What are you reading now, or what was the last book you finished?
The last book was by Jodi Picoult, Handle with Care. That had to do with the bone, the OOS. It's a condition where the bones break, and so that was a very fascinating topic. I found her book to be really compelling. I am currently reading Mavericks at Work: Why the Most Innovative Minds in Business Win. I try to keep a workbook going at the same time as a fiction book. And I also have a fiction book that I am about to read, and that is by Diana Gabaldon, Outlander.
Different topic. What is your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, that would have to be coffee. Is coffee a food?
I will agree with that. Coffee
I
is
do
a
put
food.
milk in my coffee, so there would be a little protein there.
Which living person do you most admire?
Oh, living. Well, I would have to say that I admire anyone who has really honed their skills or talent to make it just look really easy. So before I tell you the person that I probably would have on the top of my list, it would be anybody like Donald Trump, like Roger Federer, like the Williams sisters who play tennis just seemingly flawlessly and easily. But the person who probably tops my list would be Meryl Streep, who in the actor world just makes it look so effortless, easy, wonderful, and she's a true professional. Oh, Oprah Winfrey also I have a high regard for. Again, she's just taken the talk show industry and makes it look like it's just so easy.
What is your most treasured possession?
I suppose that would be the baby pictures of our son David. I would probably snatch that first when I would need, if I were ever needing to walk out the door in the event of a fire, that's what I would grab. I also have a painting that I like. I have an aunt, my late aunt, Sylvia Gross Bubelow, who was an artist, and I have a painting that I really like, and that would also be one of my treasured possessions.
Which talent would you most like to have?
I'd like to play tennis, and there's a book at Howard County Library that is Learn to Play, or Tennis After 50. So I discovered that book a couple years ago. Next year I qualify, and so I will borrow that book.
What do you consider the most overrated virtue?
Overrated virtue. I would have to say honesty. And by that I don't mean the internal honesty and necessity. One absolutely must be honest in certain situations. I'm talking about honesty when kindness would trump honesty. So to be brutally honest. Some people just have this desire or need to be honest all the time. And I think when kindness eclipses honesty, I would say that is where it would be overrated. And to go in favor of kindness in those situations is what I think is the civil thing to do.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Just one?
Just one.
I'd like a higher metabolism. so that I could eat as much chocolate as I wanted.
Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's, oh, I don't know. But I'm going to go with something that is not really a word or a phrase, but it's what creates words and phrases, or at least phrases. It's the use of the comma. I've been told that I overuse commas. And so I do enjoy commas. I like to shape phrases and have people pause when I would like them to when they're reading things. But I do get a lot of commas edited out by the wonderful editors here at Howard County Library.
And finally, what is your idea of perfect happiness?
Perfect happiness. Well, that would be a balance, and that would be a number of things. So first of all, it has to be family and friends. It has to be meaningful work, contributing to society in some fashion that way. Giving back, certainly having fun, good health, and I think in the end it's about loving and being loved.
Well, thank you very much. Again, this has been Valerie Gross, the CEO of Howard County Library, and Do You Know? Thank you.
Thanks, Dennis.